Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd do another reading for you guys. There has been an energy of like a new sweetness and a carefulness. Like someone's being careful to approach you. 2 days ago, I felt like there was a hesitation in speaking. I bit my tongue like 6 times in one day, and it wasn't hard, it was just, and I was trying to connect it to whatever thoughts I had in my head, and some of it was like, be careful what you say, and some of it was a hesitation on being eager to say something but it not being the right time. Whatever it was it was a lot. I wanted to pull from the True North Tarot because there has been a lot of memories coming up, and North Node, and the North Star with Christmas coming, and a lot of different light. And these particular cards, they look like Polaroids, so that was interesting for like pictures and memories. And then they have this like beautiful star, and it's reflective, the hollow on it. It's really gorgeous, so I thought we would do that. Yeah, and there's been getting like a lot of 1, 2, 3s as well. So someone is maybe learning new things, maybe you're learning new things, or someone is learning about you and watching you. So what can we get, Spirit, with this sweetness energy, this carefulness energy, maybe even these memories that are happening? Oh my God, stuck together. So there's a stickiness even, maybe. 5 of Wands. Look at that, so pretty. And the Queen of Swords. Yeah. With the Queen of Swords, that makes sense with a couple days ago with the biting of the tongue, and that has to do with communication, and the Queen of Swords having her sword up. But in this picture, it's lengthwise, right? So I feel like there's a laying down of her sword, having to do with past memories. So yeah, maybe leaving things in the past. That has been coming up as well, because we're moving into 2026, and because this has been an awful year, the year of the snake, and the year of 9s, which is completions, karmic endings, completions. Yeah. And with the wands and with the trees in this picture, how there's like a mistiness, and the way that the light is reflecting, not just off the hollow, but in the picture itself, it looks like the sun is trying to break through that mist. So there might be like mistiness in the eyes, and the clearing out of old thoughts and old memories that still pop up from time to time that you're over, but yeah, once in a while the mind wanders, and instead of ruminating on it or having some type of feeling towards it, you are balancing that emotion and just like letting it go and not even caring anymore, right? Which is really good. Yeah, and again with this picture, there's in the background, there's these two fires that are lit. So you're keeping the fire within lit, you're keeping the communication and the strength there, but you're choosing a calm sharpness, if you will. What else can we get, please, Spirit? The world. Well, that's awesome. I'm getting, so she has like the world in her hands, right? Like the world being your oyster. But I almost feel like creating. It's almost like, how do you, like mulling it over? You know, like when you have a ball in your hand and you're just kind of like rolling it, thinking, there's one lady that I watched that she rubs a crystal in her hand and she rolls it. I just feel like the world's in your hands moving into this new year. I want more with that. What else can I get, please? With this energy. It's too many. What else can we get, please? What else can you tell us? Again with the stickiness. Maybe someone's locked in, or you're feeling locked in with plans or what you're learning. If you are learning things right now, like something new that you're interested in. 8 of Wands. So fast coming in emotions. And wands are like a creative, fiery energy, and there's a lot of water in the back. And again, with this Queen of Swords, with the fire in her balancing her sword. The 8 of Swords. God, these are so pretty, right? So nice. That's interesting. I mean, that's not really what's happening in the card, but it almost looks like this sword above into this sword. This sword has a rope around it. Almost like an infinity knot. Maybe you're a good rope tyer. Maybe you are good at knots and undoing knots. Like sailor, ship, yacht knots. There's all different kinds of knots that you can do. Celtic knots even. Nautical. Yeah, and there's like a ship in this with the water. So maybe someone has a boat, maybe someone likes to sail. Okay. I still don't know where we're going with this. What can I get for this 5 of Wands? I want to know about this 5 of Wands, please. The 10 of Wands. It's nice. I feel like you've done the creative work. And you've, like, the way that they're stacked. So there's like a mastering, right? You've mastered seeing through the mist. You've mastered seeing through the fog. The ships, exact same. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're going into sailor metaphors. Excellent. Yeah, you're seeing through sealing. Maybe your boat needs to be sealed. It made me think of flex tape. The guy cuts the boat in half and he seals it with flex tape. Sorry. Oh my god. Okay. What can I get for the Queen of Swords, please? Oh my god. Slap! Queen of Swords. Yeah, and even with the Queen of Swords, there's like kind of clouds that move in. So I think that you are not only learning to see through the fog, seeing through the mist, intuitively, your intuition. And maybe you are learning to navigate your own mind. Maybe you have had some brain fog and then that's clearing out, whether it be just like an everyday brain kind of thing. Because we can all suffer from brain fog from, you know, different reasons, but I feel like this is a clearing of the mind in general, intuitively and spiritually, and like renewing your brain, which is maybe why you're learning right now something new, because that's always, we learn something new every day, and to always keep the mind sharp and working, it's always a good thing to research and, yeah, learn something new, something that interests you. Okay, so what can you tell me about this Queen of Swords energy? I'm having a hard time speaking as well. The Knight of Wands. A lot of Wands energy, a lot of creative, fire, passion, intuitive. The Knight of Wands under the Queen of Swords. So I'm just wondering if there is a masculine careful to come towards you and is doing the work and is trying to navigate navigate like the fire and the creative and the emotion of you as well as himself. And the fact that there's orchids in this, I've been staring at an orchid a lot lately, and then I went to the store and there was like an overabundance of them. So orchids are feminine energy and also like feminine power of the root, and that softness and that tenderness. And so I feel like the Knight of Wands, this masculine, has moved into not only his feelings, but he's now balanced, again with the duality that we had in the last reading. He's healed his feminine traits, and he's stepped into his Emperor energy, where he can not only protect but be soft as well, and not think it's like a weak thing, which is beautiful. So he believes that you are in this Queen of Swords, but that you're balancing that as well. What can you tell me about this world, please? This world card spirit. That's okay, I'll take it. Fine. King of Coins. I'm getting Taurus energy from this. Yeah. So, the world, yeah, grounding what you're trying to do, right? The world being your oyster, whatever it is that you're creating, whatever it is that you are bringing to fruition is going to be, it's very earthly, it's very stable, it's grounded, it's fruitful. That's beautiful. That's good confirmation for that. And what was the other one? The Six of Coins. You know, and half a six is 3, right? 3 and 3 makes 6. And there's a sword or a dagger in this along with a rose. So again, there's like a balancing of a feminine softness and a male sharpness, and even female sharpness and male softness. So both ways, which way you swing. There's no gender in tarot. Put yourself where you belong. So I really like that. So there is promise of whatever you're creating and whatever you have created, that you are ready and it will be successful, it will be fruitful. And a card came out for my business is prosperous in a shorts this morning, so that's also really good. So the energies are blending and co-creating, which is nice. What can I get for the 8 of Wands, please? What can I get for the 8 of Wands? And we got double 8s, which is abundance, which is nice. What can I get for the 8 of Wands, please? No. This one? Yes. the 5 of Coins. So the 5 of Coins normally, the 5 of Pentacles is like being left out in the cold in like the Rider-Waite, and there being a loss. And then with the 8 of Wands and the water and the dripping with the raindrops. So I feel like that maybe you or this masculine might be in some, like you're trying to balance your finances, and it's been definitely hard with all this water energy. But you see how the coins are lined up top to bottom, kind of like your chakras would be? I feel like there's a learning, again with the 1, 2, 3, learning how to move your finances around, learning how to build your finances, learning what's necessary, what's not necessary, and getting out of that scarcity and lack mentality. Yeah. Which is good, right? That's progress. The 8 of Swords. The Moon. Which is interesting. And I'm picking up on, so if you look at this card, it almost looks like a temple or a place of worship, the way that the columns go and the ceilings go. And with the moon, that's feminine energy. So I feel like there's a revering of this feminine, and even just a newfound understanding and respect of feminine energy now that this night has balanced and healed, which is lovely. I just heard like she's the mountain. Yeah, so with all the light that's been coming, right? There's the moon, there's the stars. The top of the mountain has some snow, so she's learning to balance her energy, and when the snow melts, it melts out into the land. So that's also confirmation for softening and the balancing and the feminine energy giving out of flowing out her nature. Sure. The nature of who she is. Like the, what is it, the saying? When you become the Empress, the divine feminine will be a source spring of refreshment to drink from. And then she, you know, lends that out to the rest of the land, right? Okay. That's really nice. Okay, so what can we find out? I just want a couple more. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but I'd like to know a little bit more about, I don't know, I want to kind of get like a little bit deeper into it. What can you tell me more about the Five of Wands and the Ten of Wands and the mastering of this mind and this creative force and energy? What can you tell us about that? These cards are so beautiful. And again, there's like a softness in the color with the cards, but there's a light that shines through with that. So I feel like both are in their soft energy and their tender energy. See, this card came out before, you know, birds of a feather flock together, geese. So yeah, I feel like both this masculine and feminine are on a quest to go where they're going, relocating, a faithfulness. And I mean, maybe there's even, you know, maybe you're moving or traveling. Maybe he is moving and traveling. And I'm really picking up on the leaves no one behind. And I just had army pop in my head. Is it the Navy SEALs that do that? I mean, the idea is you shouldn't leave anyone behind, but there's like a particular motto for, I think it's the Navy SEALs, where no man is left behind no matter what. I think that's correct. Faithful, oh my God. That came up yesterday. Always faithful. That's the Marine Corps. Yeah, being dependable. Moving forward, being dependable. What can you tell me about the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Wands? This connection that's going on. I just heard no. Okay. Oh, Lord. Oh, there's two here. Again, with the sticking together. So birds of a feather flock together. Maybe when you and this person get together, you're going to be like attached at the hip. This also keeps coming out. Bear. I have a bracelet. I'm actually wearing it today. It says Mama Bear on it. Yeah, being a boss. A mama bear, protective, strong. Yeah, so the Queen of Swords being in her protective, you know, boss era and benefiting from that, but being, and then also with the Knight of Wands being strong. It says hairy, muscular, large. You guys are larger than life together. And then I got the twin flame card, the 1111. This card has never popped out before. Yeah. What does it say? Divine partner, soulmate, activated heart chakra, the yin yang, mirror reflection. Yeah, so you guys are balancing and mirroring. Okay, so now we know that this is a romantic connection, that both people are doing the work, both people are balancing, both people are moving forward. They are learning about themselves, their minds, what they want, learning about each other. Beautiful. They're putting in the work, they're focused, they're locked in. What can you tell me about the World and this King of Coins and this Six of Coins energy? Where are these going? That's interesting. The Snake. Snakes don't always have to be bad. This is the year of the snake, its end. So, I find this interesting because it's a 7, which is divine. And there's like a seduction and a sexuality to this. I don't understand this card. I want more. What do you mean? Clubs. Isn't clubs also? It's the Queen of Wands. Heart is cups. Spades is swords. Yeah, so this is the Queen of Wands. So heavy fire energy with this, which still goes with all of this creative wand energy. So there's fire energy coming out. What can you tell me more about? Hold on. Now that makes sense. Okay. So that makes sense. So tree, grounded, right? Which is what I was saying about the King of Coins and the World, right? Grounding this creative energy, grounding what you're working on. So the tree is fertility, its lineage, its vitality, its roots, its evolving connection to source. And then we also have rabbits, which is new beginnings and desire. Yeah, a sudden increase, resourcefulness. Again with the fertility, good Lord. And a multiplication, a multiplying. So, a lot of fertility going on. So maybe you want kids, maybe he wants kids, maybe you both want kids. Fertility. Hold on a second. I don't know why I'm thinking of that. So, I'm not super getting like a bad feeling from this card, but there's nothing really good on the card. I mean, jealousy keeps popping out at me, and that's really the only one that... And then it says silent treatment, but I don't think there's a silent treatment going on, but I do think that there's a silence going on, a quietness going on, and a secretiveness going on. But I don't think it's in a bad way. And then there may be some type of jealousy going on for either one of you. And I keep having the movie Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. So in the Temple of Doom, there's like it's like the negative aspect of worshiping Kali Ma. But in the movie, at the table, there's like monkey brains, and then they have this big giant snake, and then they cut open the snake, and there's like a whole bunch of baby snakes that come out. So it was like a fertile, pregnant snake. I'm just wondering if in the past, this masculine dealt with a feminine that like tricked him when it came to either being pregnant or saying that it was his and it wasn't. Which is why there's a heavy emphasis on fertility and children, because I think or feel that it's probably something that he wants, or at the very least is a stand-up type of person, obviously with these cards, that he would do the right thing regardless. That's interesting. And the idea of you being with someone else or having that with someone else infuriates him and gets his fire going. Yeah, I feel a little bit sick to my stomach, and I feel like a heaviness on my shoulders. So I really feel like that's a past energy. But because I said about memories popping up, and letting things rest and be in the past, I think maybe that's part of what is coming up for him. Yeah, with the Six of Coins. So there's like a stillness in the lake, right? There's like the duality of the dagger and the rose and the mountain. So I really feel like with these mountains, because there's like multiple mountains. There's a mountain here in this card, the five of coins, the moon. So I believe that this masculine has had to climb. Okay, sure. I was gonna say Everest, but then I heard Kilimanjaro came in, so. You know, isn't that the unscalable one? Or maybe that's the other one. I can't remember. The one in India that creates the four rivers that connect. Yeah. And he has a mountain of a heart, and you have a mountain of a heart. And together you will move mountains. That's nice. All right, what can we get for the Eight of Wands? When did this pop out? The Eight of Wands and the Five of Coins. The Mercury, messenger of the gods. Yeah, and we're just talking about mountains, right? Moving mountains. Lightning strikes. Communication, expression, thoughts, manifester, resourceful. Being a conduit. Yeah, the Magician. And two. Yeah, together. Together, you guys are both a magician. You both will have amazing ideas. And I feel like God is going to give you both ideas and it strike down like lightning in your creative passion. pursuits and endeavors. That's beautiful. 8 of Swords and the Moon to wrap it up. Yeah. Always a long video, but whatever. That's how I am. That's how I roll. It's free, right? Oh. Interesting how that just flew out like that. I feel like there's a path being laid out for the two of you. It's being cleared. I'm not taking these cards because there's way too many, even though some of them flipped up. 8 of Swords and the Moon, please. What? Are you serious? Okay, but that's a lot. Fine. I heard take them, so I'm taking them. There's like 5 cards here. Okay, these ones were closer, so let's do these ones first. So we have balance. This connection is going to balance. You guys are both balanced. You're centered, opposing forces, the flow, feeling complete awareness, equality, well-being. So you probably are starting to feel better if you haven't been. Just with all of the, you know, crap that you've had to go through, you and this masculine man, a dapper man, and he's, what, is he holding a light? No, it's like the sun. Even the sun is peeking through like the blinds. A person you know, fiance, spouse, love interest, masculine energy. So yeah, definitely there's a masculine coming towards you. Trophy. There's I mean, he could see you as a trophy. But you guys will win. There will be victory. There will be success. Key experience. So each of you have probably had a very key experience that is going, that's going to help you heal or has helped you healed. Yeah, there's an achievement in this. There's recognition in this, and you deserve a reward for all of your hard work, and you will be rewarded. And I kind of feel like this is about the feminine being rewarded because of what she gives out, what she does for the land, and then her being recognized, right, with this temple and being revered. Yeah, and with the knot and the sword in this, maybe she is, or you are, what's the word? Tied to your spiritual faith, tied to your intuition, tied to your knowledge and communication. Because of the communication here with the Magician. And I did see 33 earlier, so that's Master Teacher, Master Communicator. Next, we have Child, 13. 13 keeps popping out a lot over the last few days. It popped out yesterday as well. Again, beginnings, brand new, creativity, carefree. Tender, a new perspective. And I'm really picking up on the inexperienced and girl, because I feel like this is going to be new territory for you, moving into this. And even new territory for the masculine as well. You know, neither one of you has been in this type of connection. Neither of you have probably felt anything like this before. And neither of you have stepped into a world of your own creating where you become a power couple and you move mountains together, you create together. It's gorgeous. And the last one is the element of air, and look how carefree she is, right? There's like a purpley blue, so blue communication, purple psychic awareness and intuition, pink is self-love and freedom, and she feels free. Yeah, intellectual, communicative, bright ideas, inventive. She's alert. Mental acuity, again, with that clearing of the fog in the mind and the brain. It's all developing. It's a really positive, beautiful, amazing reading. I hope that you all enjoyed it. Check out my Instagram stories. You can check out my YouTube homepage. There's posts on there. And also I am working on a plan for the new year, for more consistency in the days that I post, and perhaps even working on a couple series for you guys. So continue to like and watch and put that energy in, and I really appreciate the likes, and welcome to any new subscribers. Yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and many blessings to you.